French student Louis Gagahe enjoys singing Chinese songs. He is the only foreigner to qualify for the final round of this year's singing competition at Tongji University, where he has studied for the past year. But Gagahe says his ultimate goal is not to become a performer, but to do business here.
So for me it was quite important to for my major to come here to visit the plants and to see what happened in China, like why the price decrease, how works the relationship with suppliers, with people, and to really understand the business culture here.
The general Chinese context is also...
Currently, there are 266 French students at Tongji, and most of them are studying business management.
Nowadays, I think that the Chinese business is increasing, and having an experience in China and learning how to manage a team here in China is also really important for my future careers.
The growth of China is known by everyone, and I think that China is going to grow more and more in the coming years, in the perspective of maybe working in China later, or at least working for a French company or for a foreign company, which always is going to have links, narrow relations with Chinese companies.
Tongji officials say the number of French students at the school has jumped significantly over the past 5 years.
15 years ago, we have almost no French students from France come to Tongji, because France is a developed country, so Tongji or Chinese university maybe not so attractive for French students. Since 5 years, we have a new trend. That means the students from engineering schools in different kind of majors, for example, civil engineering, environment, aerospace, materials. We can see we almost have all the discipline students from France come to Tongji.
And a growing number of Chinese students are going to school in France. Suburban Paris is home to one of the country's top engineering schools, École des Ponts, or EMPC. Tongji student Huang Shun is studying there for second degree in civil engineering. He is studying new construction materials and methods.
正在上的一门课叫做建筑的节能技术，这门课是我在同济大学
This semester's class on energy-efficient building science is brand new to me because I didn't receive similar classes in China. My teachers invited quite a few business representatives to introduce different cases to us, such as how to make buildings at the same location consume less energy.
这边建筑节能做得特别好，就像我们住的地方。
Buildings here are quite energy efficient. In cold winter, we have to use central heating. But even if we turn it off in the morning, the house will remain warm till I am home at night. I would definitely bring my experience back to Tongji.
A Chinese professor who has been working in France for 25 years tells ICS that more and more Chinese students are learning about finance and fashion design in France. And engineering students are also choosing different majors.
那我每年接受中国的学生，尤其同济大学的学生，在10几名以上。
Every year, the school will recruit more than 10 students from China. That's a big number since the school recruits 150 foreign students from all over the world in total. In the past, most Chinese students majored in basic science here, but now more and more choose to learn about water treatment and energy-efficient architecture.
Roads, railways...
The head of École des Ponts Archive Center says Chinese students and scholars have studied at the school for more than a century, mostly majoring in civil engineering. The school has kept all of the academic records, and the school's director says it is ready to receive more students from China.
We had social sciences and urban planning sciences because now it is clear for everybody that we cannot build something in a city without taking into account the way the people live in the city.
A former Chinese diplomat in France, who is now an official at the United Nations, says education exchanges between students from the two countries have a long history.
For me, it's not a difference. I think the continuation. In the year 20th of the last century, Chinese leader Deng Xiaoping, Cheng Yi, Zhou Enlai, a lot of Chinese elite in this period. Roughly speaking, we have 2,000. Now we have 30,000 Chinese students come to France, and the French students go to China. it will be the pillar for the future cooperation, I mean in the future 50 years.
In 1998, China and France launched a project called 150 Chinese Architects in France. Participants included designers from Tongji and other Chinese universities and institutes. After they finished their training in France and returned to China, they worked on architectural projects ranging from skyscrapers to museums and office buildings, including the 2004 facelift of this neoclassical bank building on the Bund. 常俊 ICS4 CCTV, Shanghai.